Welcome to the Power of Offense with Keith and Rodney. And today on Is Keith's Opinion, yes, I said it, Cynthia G is immoral and uncivilized. Yes, you can believe your eyes. I said it inside of the title of this video, and I mean everything that I'm saying. And please note that I'm going to use her own words to prove that Cynthia G is immoral and uncivilized. Now, why am I saying this? Well, I'm saying this because Cynthia G does not believe that black women at large, right, should marry black men. She said this. All right. Now she said it. And I'm going to show y'all why I'm saying that based upon how she feels, right, that she's immoral and uncivilized. All right. Now we're going to take a look at this clip that was published by my man Red Supreme. Now shout out to Red Supreme. All right, shout out to my man Red Supreme. He does great work, great red pill content, and we're going to take a listen to this short clip. All right, y'all. So fair use, fair use.
Let's continue.
Humiliating her. He didn't apologize to his wife for the fact that she has to look at all of the public. The world knows. Breakfast Club is talking about this. The world knows that this man has been cheating on his wife for 12 years before they were even married. So
let me stop right there. Let me frame this for you all. Cynthia G is talking about the popular YouTuber Derrick Jaxn. All right, so it's a known fact that Derrick Jaxn was caught cheating on his wife for 12 years. Okay, this is what she's talking about. Okay, now for the record, I gotta say this: I'm not a fan of Derrick Jaxn. I do not support his content. However, I do appreciate the fact that Derrick Jaxn has proven to be moral and civilized. Why am I saying this? Because at least the man got married. At least the man married the love of his life. And it's a proven fact, right, that over 70% of children born in our community, the black community, are born to single mothers. Single mothers are more likely to live in poverty than married women. So marriage is important. All right. Now, again, the man cheated, right? He cheated. And he's paying the price for it. His brand is paying the price, and he's of course he's probably paying the price to some degree within his marriage. All right, but let's keep going.
So at this point, she knew exactly who she was marrying. Not one time does he stress any love for her. If you look at the videos of them on YouTube, the entire time her shoulders are tense. And that's why I was saying pay attention to her body language. If you pay attention to body language, it tells it all. He doesn't love this woman.
Let me stop right there. Now, again, and I don't want to digress too much, but I totally disagree with what Cynthia G is saying about Derrick Jaxn. Hell yeah, I believe Derrick Jaxn loves his wife. Again, let me say this. Derrick Jaxn is a high-value man, or at least a quasi-high-value man. Why am I saying this? Well, Derrick Jaxn is educated. You know, the man graduated with a degree. I'm not sure what college he went to. And I believe he also pledged a fraternity. Derrick Jaxn has become a millionaire from his content. Now, whether I agree with his content or not, right, he has a large following. Now, his following is mainly black women, but he has accomplished something. The man is well accomplished. You got to give credit where credit is due. So, again, I'm like this. I don't believe a man like him would have married this woman, right, and allowed this woman to cohabitate with him as his wife and be a homemaker. If I'm not mistaken, she's a homemaker too. So Derrick Jaxn pays the bills. He takes care of his wife. He provides for the family. All right. So you can't tell me this man don't love her. His action says it all. His action is showing that he loves her by doing these things for her. So you're dead wrong what you're saying, Cynthia G. You're not a man, and obviously you don't understand how men operate. Okay, but let's keep going.
He doesn't love her. And then she's putting all this stuff all over Instagram. Literally, her heart is bleeding all over Instagram. And she's sitting up in here talking about how she's fine, she's happy, she's healed. Remember when I was talking about...
Let me stop right there. Now, I believe that Derrick Jaxn's wife is happy, she's healed, and she's fine. I do. You can't tell me she don't know what type of man she married. Again, the man is successful. Whether you like him or not, he's successful. He is a high value, or at least a quasi high value man. He is. Then on top of that, Derrick Jaxn is a gym rat. This man takes care of his body, right? He's a gym rat like my son is. He's a gym rat. You gotta give this man credit where credit due. You can't tell me that this woman is not happy in that situation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure feelings was hurt that he cheated, but she know exactly what type of man she married, and he's still providing her with a high quality life. All right, he is. Let's keep going.
Married at first sight. You guys remember when I was talking about married at first sight, and I said that Paige Banks on Married at First Sight represents nearly the majority of the black women who want to get married and who are married.
Hold up, I'm gonna stop right there too. Now, I watch Married at First Sight. My wife and I watch that. It's an awesome show. For those of you all who do not watch Married at First Sight, please check it out. Now, Paige, right? Let me tell you about this woman, Paige. Paige is a dynamite woman. She is. All right. Now, I don't believe most black women is like her. I do not believe this, because Paige is feminine. She's supportive. She's agreeable. She's cooperative. She expects her man, I believe his name is Chris, to be the leader of the family that they're trying to develop. All right. Now, Chris, right? He's in a bad situation. Now, the reason I'm saying he's in a bad situation, right, and this is why she's talking about him, is because months before he went on his show, he was engaged to another woman. Now, allegedly, his ex-fiance, right, she's pregnant with his child. So he's trying to decide whether he's going to stay in his marriage, of which he's only been married for less than a month, or whether he's going to go back to be with his ex-fiance to be a father to his child, right, a full-time father. Now, in my opinion, I think he should go back and be with his ex. I do. Rather than to continue this new marriage with Paige. All right. Now, again, Paige is a dynamite woman. She is. However, I don't think Paige looked that great in the face. She has a nice body. She dressed nice. She does. Right. She carries herself well. But her face is average to me. Average at best. I give her a 5. Now, Chris X, right? His ex, I give her an 8. His ex does look better than his wife. So I can understand how this man feel. And he even said it in the beginning of the show when he married her, that he's used to dating chicks that look better than her. So that's what I'm framing this for y'all. That's what Cynthia G is talking about. All right. So again, I don't believe most black women are like her, because most black women are not cooperative, and they're not supportive, and they do not expect their man to lead. Matter of fact, they try to lead their man.
You gotta let the doctor help you, baby.
Okay, but he still don't get to talk to me any kind of way. I'm still a lady.
Are you still?
And I'm still yours. I don't care if he was right or wrong. If he was right, he should have came correct.
You're gonna lose your weight, regardless if you like it or not. And what the doc said you gotta do, for now on, we're gonna do it, okay? We're gonna do it.
You better roll back up off me, son, before me and you have a problem right here tonight in the emergency room right downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, you better raise up. Back up. Back up.
All right, I'm gone.
Where you going?
You got time for this mess.
Oh, you... Where you going? Okay.
Crazy.
Bye. Lord, I don't know what's wrong with these men.
That's your average black woman. All right. I'm just keeping it real. That's how I feel. But let's keep going.
If this is y'all's example of marriage, I don't want it. Look at what black women have to tolerate in order to keep a marriage to a black man. And then what she basically did is she sat here and...
Now, I'm going to go back a little bit because I want to make sure you all heard that, what she said. I want to make sure you hear clear. And I'm going to show you all something. I'm going to show you why I'm saying that Cynthia G is immoral and uncivilized. All right, now listen again.
Are married. If this is y'all's example of marriage, I don't want it. Look at what black women...
Now, you just heard what she said. If this is y'all example of marriage, and then she's talking about Derrick Jaxn's situation, and then she's talking about this situation with Chris and Paige on Married at First Sight. She's saying if this is what marriage is about, then she don't want it. This is what she's saying. All right. Now check this out. Here we go. I have a case law from our federal Supreme Court. Now this case law is Maynard versus Hill, 125 U.S. 190. And it's from 1888. So this case was issued by the federal Supreme Court, the highest court of the land here in the United States of America. So to frame this for you, this case was issued by the greatest legal minds of the time in our country. Okay. Now, the greatest legal mind said this, and we're going to read just one sentence, y'all, not the whole case, but just one sentence that deals with this situation. And it says, marriage as creating the most important relation in life, as having more to do with the morals and civilization of a people than any other institution. Now let's read this again. Marriage creates the most important relation in life. So marriage is even more important than your relationship between you and your parents, or even the relationship between you and your children. Marriage is the most important relationship in life. Y'all hear that? Now it says marriage has more to do with morals and civilization of a people than any other institution. So let's take a look and let's read a definition of morals. All right, because we want to frame everything properly. Now I have a definition right here coming out of Google, and it says a moral, right, is a person's standards of behavior or beliefs concerning what is and what is not acceptable to do or for them to do. So moral, right, a moral is subjective, right? It's subjective because it's a standard of behavioral beliefs concerning what a person feels is acceptable or not. Now, typically when we think about morals, right, we think about holding ourselves or manifesting high principles of proper conduct. I know when I think about morals, that's what I think about. Somebody being ethical, right? Being moral is to be good, is to be righteous, is to be upright. Those are synonyms for the word moral when used as an adjective, right? Virtuous, like a virtuous woman. We all expect our wife to be a virtuous woman, right? Or at least the woman we choose to marry. Now, let's take a look at civilization. Now, civilization is defined by Google as the stage of human, social, and cultural development in organization that is considered most advanced. So, to be civilized would be to be advanced. It means progress. It means enlightenment, edification, right? That's to be civilized, or that is civilization. All right, so we framing this, y'all. So let's go back to what the case say. Now again, it says that marriage creates the most important relationship in life. All right. So Cynthia G, you just said that you don't care about marriage. You don't care about the most important relationship in life. And you're promoting this to other black women, which is ridiculous because, again, remember, 70% of our children, matter of fact, it's probably more than that now, are born out of wedlock. They are. So that means most of these children know nothing of the most important relationship in life. And that is the relationship between their mother and their father being married. Why is it so important? Because marriage has more to do with morals, right? High principles being ethical, being righteous, right? And civilized, meaning progress, meaning educated, right? Of a people than any other institution. Now, the fact that we have less than 30% of marriages in our community. Matter of fact, we have more divorces than marriages right now going on in our community as black people. It just proves how immoral and uncivilized we are. Now we see why we have so much violence in our inner cities. Now we see why so many murders of black on black murders, y'all. And now we see why so many abortions with our girls. Some cities in America, you have more abortions than births. Now we see why all of this is happening. It's because it's a breakdown of our family, y'all. So again, I give Derrick Jaxn credit because at least the man got married. At least he proved that he is moral, that he has morals, and that he's civilized, regardless if I agree with his content or not. All right, that's the point. And Cynthia G just stated that she don't care about any of that. She'd rather be married to the institution, right? That's what it sounded like to me. And we saw how that played out. Black women at large started marrying the institution back in the 60s. The institution called the welfare state. That's how we got to where we are today. And what's so sickening about it is that you have black women trying to marry the institution again, or shall I say private institution this time, which will be Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs, because they want their $10 billion. But hey, do your things, sisters. Do your thing. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to show y'all. See, I'm going to show you. Everything we do at the Power of Offense, we bring facts. We bring proof and evidence to support everything we saying. And I'm just showing y'all at large how us as black people are immoral and uncivilized. And Cynthia G just proved the same thing about herself. All right? She proved it about herself trying to dog out Derrick Jaxn. But let's go back to the video. Now I'm going to go back a little bit and we're going to finish this out, okay?
On Married at First Sight represents nearly the majority of the black women who want to get married and who are married. If this is y'all's example of marriage, I don't want it. Look at what black women have to tolerate in order to keep a marriage to a black man. And then what she basically did is she sat here and
Cynthia G said, look at what black women have to tolerate to keep a marriage with a black man. Look at what successful black men got to deal with. Women who are baby mamas, women who have children by other men. Look at what successful black men got to deal with when it comes to picking black women. The majority are baby mamas.
Hey, that's facts. Y'all ladies might not like it, but that is very true with what Red just said. All right, let's keep going.
Okay. And if you want a high value man, there are things you must deal with. That woman ain't made no sacrifices to be. Listen, that woman haven't made no sacrifices to be with Derrick Jaxn. Okay, Derrick Jaxn has made sacrifices to live the lifestyle that he's living. He might be a fraud, he might be a con artist, but at the end of the day, Derrick Jaxn has made sacrifices for them to live the lifestyle that they're living, not her.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, at least Derrick Jaxn married her. So the question for you, Cynthia G, is where's your husband? Where's your ticket to guarantee that you don't end up in poverty? You gotta ask yourself this, because I'm telling you, Cynthia G, you gotta change what you're saying and how you feel. You have to. You have to. The court just said, the highest court in our land just said that marriage, right, is the most important relationship or relation in life, and that it preserves morality and civilization more than any other institution. Please reconsider how you feel, Cynthia G, because you have a large following of black women. All right. We need the sisters to embrace marriage. We need the sisters to act right, right? So that black men will marry them. No marriage is perfect. Every marriage has flaws. Nobody guarantees you a perfect marriage. All right. Now you have equal opportunity to a marriage, but the outcome of that marriage is not guaranteed. But at least we can get our community on the right track if we start getting married. That's the point that I'm trying to make, y'all. All right. So I think this was a pretty hot video. You know, please share, like, and subscribe, and I see you on the next one. All right. Peace.